Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today it's time for another experiment. I have heard about that. I haven't seen a lot of examples and I haven't tried it, but I want to use baking powder to make cells instead of silicone or alcohol or something like that. Like I say, it's an experiment. I'm not sure if I would use it for quality work because it is a biological product, so I wouldn't be too sure what it does with the paint over time. But I think it's an interesting experiment. So let's give it a go. So I'm gonna use the baking powder, a bit of it, with a little bit of water, so a rather concentrated serum of it, and then I'm gonna use a dropper and gonna use it like I would use silicone in the different paints that I prepared. You can already hear it zizzing, so it already of course makes a lot of bubbles and reaction. So I can of course imagine it does cells when it is like that. I hope not all the bubbles are already out there when I start, but yeah, it's really something new to try. Okay, let's give it a go. When I use silicone, I torch it before I tilt it, because then I create cells that I can expand by the tilting. So I'm going to do exactly the same for this. So far I see some air bubbles that popped and a tiny bit of cells here, but up to now I'm not super impressed. So let's get the layering down and see what comes up. So I'm gonna torch it again here in the middle. Not a lot of change. Here the colors look a bit different, but I can't necessarily say that's because of the baking powder. It could also just be that it mixed. It's a bit more pastel than it was, but again, could be anything. So from what I can see, I'm not super impressed. I can see tiny cell forming, and of course air bubbles that popped, like here or here, and I guess that's the gas that came from the baking powder. But real cells, big ones, color in color like we would like to see, I don't see them. Again, my experiment, perhaps you need to have more or less or other baking powder, because there are people out there that say they had success with this. I don't, not impressed. If you want to try it, let me know what you think or how you did it. For me, it's not really an option, also because of that's a biological product, but it was fun to try. So I hope you enjoyed this experiment. Give it a thumbs up, come back, and hope to see you soon.